Good evening everybody. Welcome to my Monday night stream. I hope you're all well and fine on this lovely hot Monday day. It's been rather hot here in the UK, so we're down to shorts now. It's officially summer, and I'm going to start the stream off straight away by having a quick look at the mailbox, but I'm going to repost everything before we get to the sales, because we've got some expires here. So let's deal with those first, and then I'll come through and I'll do all the other bits afterwards once more people have come in. That way we can look at what our sales are, how things are doing, and take it from there. So I'm going to let that just run through, give it a time, and we're going to go have a look. How are we doing bag wise? Fair amount of space. Hey Scorshane, how are you on this fine day? Very fine for me. It's quite hot here in the UK. I think it got up to the hottest day of the year, but doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? Hope you've all settled into your new place and got it all sorted. Just going through the normal mailbox expires. Great mail today, 112k. Very nice indeed. I like the sound of that. I have a mere 9,483 today, so smaller than my previous days, but let's see if we can turn that round and get some sales. So let's have a look. What have we got? A couple of elemental forces, Gift of Haste, Satyr, huge ogre cash. I found that in the guild bank, decided to sell that for 1899. Nomi snacks were sold for 638. Another elemental force and a couple of mage weave items. Not bad, not bad. I'll leave that there for now, and I'll post up my things first, and then we'll go and have a look at everything. Good evening, Anix. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Monday been so far? Hope all has been well. It's going to post on my enchants first. Currently sitting at 2,239,000. We've got 2 sold auctions coming in for 1,500. I'll have a look at what those are in a bit. But the main thing I want to do is get these enchants on. Too hot. It is hot. It's going to be hot this week in the UK, so I've transferred over to shorts. It's officially summer for me. Hey Kaifin, how are you? How are you doing today? Hope you're well. So we're going to run through 65 on, what's that? Drogbar style salmon, a few bits and pieces. That's below minimum price. What is salt and pepper shank down to now? So my mat cost is 68. Crafting cost is 75 silver profit, but they're currently going for 50 silver. I see. No worries. You're alive. That's something. It is something indeed. Something to celebrate, definitely. Last couple of days you've been setting off excess sumptuous fur, or selling off excess, and sold almost 10,000 for 2k a stack. Wow. You got the week off work. Excellent, NEX. Excellent. Yeah, it's a good time to have a week off, definitely. It's certainly hot here in the UK. Let's go have a quick look at the Legion enchanting materials, and then we'll go and have a look. I'm not sure if there's much I'm going to want to buy unless it's super cheap here. And then we'll look at the other enchanting materials we need. Leylight's down to 13. That's less than half the price of the Chaos Crystal. Mat cost is currently at 27, so my purchase price is that. How many of them are down at 13? Just a few. So what I'll do is I'll take the few. Might as well keep those for me, and then the rest can stay. Arcana's down at 532. We've got 627. Got plenty of those. So let's leave those, and then let's have a look at Missed the start. How was the sales and plans for the night? I've still got the sales actually. We haven't got a massive amount actually. We have 9,500 in sales. I'll bring up the mailbox again and we'll have a look at it. So sales today. Let's just take those buys out. So a slightly low one today, quite disappointing, but we've got some enchant sales, a few Libby ribs, ogre cash, Nomi snacks, and a couple of tailoring items. So this is just on Samadan, so not the best, 9,500, but we'll see how things go over the other characters and then see what we can do to make some more gold. Now that El Morte is level 80, I'm thinking of investigating Pandaria. That's my plan for later on. See what we can do about leveling up the mining. And I'd also like to explore Pandaria because I kind of rushed through it to a certain extent with Samadan. And it was a long time ago when I did it. And I literally left as soon as I was beyond the level for it. This was before the level scaling came in. So I very quickly went to further on with Walls of Draenor. So what I'm kind of thinking is to see if I can explore some new areas. Obviously it's not, it's still scaled with Pandaria. You still have to start in one area. Doesn't seem to want to open that last one. Let's try that again. There we go. Right, okay, we bought those. Let's restock on our enchants whilst we're here. So groups, move this over so we can see it. And then enchanting, restock, lots and lots. Right, okay. So gathering wise, now it's temporal crystals we're low on for pretty much a lot of this stuff now. So that's where my bottleneck is when it comes to items. Mysterious essence we can do a little bit of, but 34 temporal crystals is loads. And I don't think there's that much on the auction house. I'll have a look, see what there is. So anything to do with temporal crystals, that's both the shattered ones, the fractured ones, and the luminous shard. Because we can do a what can we do with the luminous shard that I was thinking of? It's luminous temporal binding, was that the one I want? No, that can one temporal crystal. Ah, okay. So that's with primal spirit and the luminous shard. We can. That's weird. Primal spirit to luminous shard, temporal binding. The Draenic dust goes into luminous shard, and then that makes a fractured temporal crystal out of the primal spirit and the luminous shard, and then that turns into 10 of those into. Okay, I hadn't actually worked out that. Okay, that's an interesting one. You're okay. That's good to know, Kaifin. It doesn't sound overly positive, but I can get from that you know okay is good enough for now. How are you, Whiskey Jack? Thanks for stopping by. We're just currently looking at luminous shards. Now I could purchase these and then fractured temporal crystal. Now what would be the crafting cost of this? Because these fractured ones are certainly cheap at 99 silver. So what I'm going to do first is buy all the fractured ones up. Scuffed Asmongold, thank you ever so much for the follow, very kind of you. So let's take these fractured ones first, because those are definitely cheaper. I think the luminous shard method seems to be very expensive for making temporal crystals out of primal spirits, and you only make a few of them. Whereas these, how many have we got temporal crystal wise? Let's buy those up. What have we got? 20, 29. Okay, we've got a few here. We can take all of these. I can take all of these, snap these up. That temporal binding, the more I think about it, the more I think it's not worth it. Hey Danny, how are you? Thanks ever so much for the cheer. Very kind of you to show your support. How many luminous shards have I got? I got 248. So, whilst those are cheap, I'm going to pick those up as well. Do that. Good evening, Shantajin, how are you? And Syntex, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Right, let's go. Let's go all in. Let's buy all 28. There we go. Take those. That's everything I wanted. And we also need to look for some spirit dust, because that is useful. I'm going to take the 57 silver ones and 40 of those. Definitely take those. Buy those. Ah, good evening, Commander Bond. How are you? Anyone has a tip for which pets to buy at the current event? You can buy 3. Oh, I don't know, Syntax. Anyone else got any ideas as to which pet to get? If you don't get any answer here, I recommend popping over to Extoria's channel, because he is the pet master when it comes to pets. He's currently streaming at the moment, I think. Is he? Or is he gone? He was on earlier. No, he's gone offline now, unfortunately. The Blazing Cindercrawler. That's 20 to 30k. Well, that's a decent price. Decent indeed. Hey Vikram, how are you? Can I put some music on? I have got the World of Warcraft music on in the background. That's what I tend to have for my streams, because I find with music it's a very personal taste. So I put very quiet World of Warcraft music on, and then if people want to put something else on in the background, they're more than welcome to. Hey Pantykins, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Right, let's go pick that lot up from the mail. Oh, we've got a few things there actually. Let me just cancel that. Let's just do the buys first. So we sold... Oh, we sold the Earth and Vitality. Oh, that was the first time I've sold one of those. So that's pretty cool. And then we can, whilst we're waiting for the mail to come in, what I'm going to do is make some Mysterious Essence out of my Spirit Dust. Let's make it all actually, because that's a cheap way of getting Mysterious Essence. Crafting cost is 1 gold. Actually no, that's different, that's from Ethereal Shards. Even cheaper this way around, I think. Not bad. Did some farms with Extoria and got a black tabby cat and a sprite data. Excellent. Did I get any good sales lately? Not today. Today's been a quiet day for sales. I've only had about 10,000, just over 10,000 all in all. So it's one of my lower days for sales on Samadan. Normally it's been up in the sort of 20 to 30 mark. But we'll see what the other characters have done and we'll take it from there. We still need another Mysterious Essence. So we're going to have to either get some more Spirit Dust, or we're going to have to buy some actual Mysterious Essence. Is it in here? No. So let's have a look for some. Oh, it's quite cheap actually. It's worth buying that up. Let's buy it all. There we go. I'll take it all. That's the easy way of doing it. Whoops. Guild Vault off. Cancel. And open that up. There we go. Do I have BFA? I remember seeing an upgrade button in one of my old videos. That's right, Schmatic. I don't have it, actually. I didn't have enough BattleNet balance to do all the things I wanted to do. So what I ended up doing was pre-ordering the Collector's Edition, because I really, really fancied getting that one. So when that comes out, I'll have it there. Hey Coltrane's, how are you? Looks like we just lost our auctioneer. So we won't be putting anything on just yet. But whilst we're here, let's do a quick restock of tailoring. Actually, no, we can do our enchanting. I didn't actually finish that. Let's go back to that. You got a bonus character upgrade token when you pre-purchased. Yeah, that is a good idea, actually. I hadn't thought of getting the boost early and being able to use it for extra professions. Now, I don't really have enough spare gold for that because I'm really focusing on the mount. Yeah, and boosting a character to have 2 professions more. I can see the temptation of having that. I don't. Although it's tempting for me, I would rather stay on target with this. It may not be the most cost-effective way, but it's going to at least give me what I'm aiming for. And a Tome of Illusions Draenor. There we go. Right, okay, next up, whilst we're waiting for the auctioneers to come back, we'll go do tailoring. So I'll restock tailoring. So it should be some Black Mage Weave. The Spirit Mend and the Vicious we're leaving for now because it's all Ember Silk. So that's just a minor reminder for me to go get some Ember Silk at some point. Let's go start gathering. Collect that lot up. Good evening, Fendek. How are you? And Kostuk, how are you doing today? How's the cough? Any better today? And that, and that, and that. Hey, Senza, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Monday been? Oh, and Galavrana greets me warmly. Hold on. Where are you? There you are. /wave. And then make some more stuff. It's still there. Ah, it's a shame. A mere 17 minutes so far, so haven't missed too much. We had the mailbox opening. It was about 10,000 gold we had at the start. Now we're just waiting for the auctioneers to come back because they got killed. So we're restocking on various bits and pieces. Any food? Now, according to my things, there's a lot here. Now I might as well make some of these whilst I've got the stock for it. Looking at this lot. So as I've got the stock, let's look at adding in the others first for the lavish. So that would be, what's that? We make 10 each time. So I need 22, 23 of each. I may not have enough room for all of those. Let's have a look. It is the Drogba Barracuda, yeah. Right, let's try this at 23. And queue these up. And that. And that. And that. Did that actually work? I didn't see anything happen. Labor Q ribs. No, it's only adding 1. Because I didn't press enter, that's why. Q that. There we go. Suramar Surf and Turf. Q. Koi Center. Did we go back to that and have a look? Yeah, we missed that one. And Drogba. So we're going to over make these. This is going to be a massive amount of stock. But we'll see what we've actually got in the... oh no. Did I do too many of those now? Let's take some of those out. We don't need that many. Let's just click that down a little bit. There. Okay. That's my guesswork of what we need. Should try that. Not exactly too depths between the bankers and such, but very close, so they can't get killed. Try what? Oh, did I miss something? Oh, you've been working most of the afternoon to get your sewing room set up. Excellent. That's good to hear, Senza. That one broke guy, good evening, how are you? Ah, Shatrath. Oh, Shat, there we go. Right, I see. I misread that as that. You should try that. Not exactly 2 sets between bags and such, but very close and they can't get killed. Yeah, to be honest, it doesn't happen very often for me. Hey, Fen the Human, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Right, this is going to be a monstrous gather. I'm not going to fit it all in, but we'll see what we can get. Because obviously, I want to try and get as much of this from my stock as I can. I appear to have a fair amount, so let's take that. This is going to fill up my bags though, so once the auctioneer comes back I can then post those back on. Hey QMelt, how are you? Okay, so lots of intermediate craft, some missing ley blood, a few other things we're suggesting we buy because we haven't done the intermediate craft method. So what I'll do is I'll see what I can make from my original lot and take it from there. So not quite got enough ley blood, so let's just make as many Labour ribs as we can. Lovoloi means nice, does it? Ah, very nice. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's all of those. Our Barracuda we're missing more ley blood for. That's going to be an issue. So we don't actually have enough ley blood for both of them. And we did spot that Awakening has 6. Auctioneer's back though. So let's just have a quick look for ley blood. Is it cheap? Is the first question. There is some here that's cheap. My average purchase price was 1 gold 50. And these at 2.13 are tempting, so I'm going to just take it small. I'm going to take the smaller ones. And that should give me a few. Another 25 there. I'll pick those up. And that should give me enough for some Barracuda, hopefully. Have you actually recognised we've got some TSM? Looks like you might not have done. Let's close this down and reopen it. There's the cooking. If this doesn't work, we'll have to do an actual reload. Yeah, it's not working, so let's do a reload. This is the main thing we're trying to get done, is get some auctions on, trying to use up some of my cooking stock at the moment, trying to buy the minimal amount of things if I can. Right, so there's the gathering. Back to our cooking. So what else can we do here? So Barracuda, we can do at least some of them, so we'll do those. And then we need to look at Suramar, Drogbar, Koi Scented. Suramar we can do. Koi Scented and Drogbar we can do all of those. Hey Captain E, how are you? New to stream, good content on YouTube, brought you here. Ah, well thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by. How are you doing today? I'm glad the YouTube has brought you to us. That's kind of the purpose of it really, is to raise awareness, as it were, and to be a different channel for other people. Is there a way to see what item from a certain category, let's say food, sells the most on a realm? On a particular realm, there isn't a way, unfortunately, to show, for instance, things like the sale rate you get here in TSM 4. There is a way of just getting the database not particular to a realm, but it's more to a region, and you can work out what the region's sale rate is. Raise awareness. It's probably a poor choice of words. Truly insane. You're great. You're farming for Sky Golem. Undermine Journal, as Danny says, that's another good idea. Whilst I'm here, but basically, there isn't an easy way. Certainly not for your particular realm. That kind of data just isn't readily available. Although you can get things like the region sale rate, which gives you a good idea. And I did a video on YouTube ages ago about how to use the TSM API to download a spreadsheet of all the things on your server and order them by region sale rate, which gives you an idea as to how to filter things instead of looking at every item separately. Yes, I mean it's similar to what I think I was talking about. Let's see if I can find the video where I did this. Bear with me one moment. It's going to be in my YouTube, and it's going to be in my TSM playlist, which is going to be TSM. I'm going to pause that. Sounds like people are getting murdered here. So if we go down to here, and if I look into crafting operations, prices, getting started with leatherworking, make and import your own. No, it's not on that playlist. Okay, then in which case I'll go and have a look at this one, pause that one, and it's going to be down here. Restock, crafting, accurate prices. Okay, I can't seem to find it. Well, that's not very helpful. But I did do a video somewhere. But yes, if I find the video, I'll put it on my Discord later on after the stream. You started looking around wondering what was dying. Yeah, I think... oh no, the auctioneers, they're still alive. I can see them in the background. Hypnotic, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Do I think TSM is worth getting premium for? It's getting very close to finished. I would say yes, because I've done that. I did that ages ago to get into the beta quickly. Now for me, my rationale was that using TSM had saved me the buying of the gold WoW token, because since I used TSM I started being able to pay for my subscription with gold. So for me, my rationale is they saved me £10 a month, so therefore to contribute to premium was my way of paying back. So that's how I looked at it. I'm going to post on some of my spare auctions because we're quite full at the moment, but I'm going to take cooking off because we're still working on that. I'm going to post everything else. I'm just going to clear my bags a little bit because we're a bit full, and then we need to carry on with our cooking. Yeah, exactly, Chamsel, that's how I think. Gumdrop said that it will be finished before BFA. Yes, that's what they've been saying, so let's hope so. I think they'll at least be at TSM 4.0 stage, so it will be technically complete, but there may be some missing features that they might want to add in later. I guess the main thing at the moment is trying to get it all stable and getting all the core features in. If I was them, that's what I'd be doing. We're starting a Prime, then why are you not a sub? To TSN, Tabsel? Maybe later, no worries. It's certainly not necessary for me. Anything I can provide is simply me passing on knowledge of others. Starting a Primal Mana farm, 1 hour Alliance EU, if someone wants to join, Druid only. That's very kind of you to share. Balgi, you found TSM4 is breaking a lot due to a lot of auctions you have. If you run solely TSM, it's pretty stable. Oh, add-ons, not auctions. Yes. Yeah, hey Forecast, how are you? Yes. Yeah. That's why I tend to run minimal add-ons. A, because I don't want to break TSM, and B, because Mr. Potato's quite fragile anyway, so I like to run things lean if I can. Good evening, Jeff Brown. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. We're done posting, so I'm just going through. I need to finish off all this stuff I'm making, cooking-wise. Looks like that might have frozen again, so I might have to do another reload. See if we can cook some more. Now that I've cleared my bags a little bit. You made today a Primal Spirit Shuffle into burnished leather. Interesting. How was that profits-wise for you? Best computer name by a streamer. Yes. We're still working on Mr. Potato 2.0. I did want to name my bot Mr. Potato, but sadly the name was already taken on Twitch. Mr. Potato 2.0 is in progress. I was speaking to a couple of my colleagues at work, and someone's got a case they might be able to pass on to me with a PSU, which would be quite nice. Herbs cost less than 50 silver. Wow, okay. Oh, thank you, The Last Starfighter. Love the name. Thank you for the follow. Such a low market now, even worse than 4 weeks ago. Food in your realm's gone down 50%. Yeah, it has. I'm pretty much, what I'm doing here is just trying to use up as much of my stock as I can and try and get some lavish feasts on, and maybe a few of the other bits and pieces, simply because I know food's on its way down, and I can at least craft some stuff using my existing stock. I mean, I've got a fair amount of stuff here. I think I should be able to make some lavishes with this lot. Let's just cancel that and then make some, and then that will clear out some space, and then I can look at filling up the rest of them and clear some things out. People are dumping stuff and no takers. Yeah, I mean, I've still had the occasional bulk sale of lavish feasts. So for me on this server, they're still doing okay. Not as well as they were doing, that's for sure. But I might as well use some of my stock as I have it. Let's just do a few of these. And then what does that leave me with? Spiced rib roast. Might as well use these. Deep fried moskill. Then I wonder which of these I can do. I can do the delicacy platter. Drogbar style salmon looks like it's working. Barracuda and Labacue ribs. So in order to finish off this lot, I need to do salt and pepper shank, deep fried moskill, Farnham fizz, pickled storm rain spiced rib roast. That's all the other ones. These ones, which are also a profit. How many of these would we need to do? About 7. Or 8, rather. So let's queue up a few of those. Take all of those. There we go. You found totally randomly a blue lumberjack shirt. Very nice, Tabsor. I don't think I've got that one myself. I think it does sell quite well. So congratulations on that one. Very nice indeed. Alright, missing olives, storm ray. Okay, let's do a bit more gathering. Let's turn that down. Where's my guild vault? There it is. Pick up some more bits of ingredients. I have so much stuff in here. There we go. And then we can go and carry on crafting. A few more. Take some deep fried mossgill. That filled our inventory again. Maybe I can make something to fill the gaps. No, we're all full. Okay, where are we at with our food? Okay, let's dump a load of stuff into the reagent bank. Reagent, deposit. That frees up one space. And then we'll come back. And then we can make... We'll do a reload again so we can just check on this. It's a bit of a fiddle trying to get all this because I did kind of do it as a piecemeal thing. So this is all kind of a bit of a mess. This wouldn't be how I'd recommend doing a clean cooking thing. This is me kind of just using up the bits I've got and then filling the gaps. Obviously I don't have a lot of bag space as well, so I'm kind of working on both things at the same time. But we're just going to try and use up what we've got so we can make... We're missing some Fahrenheit Fizz, mainly for that. Pickled Storm Ray. So we need to do those. And then we need to do some Pickled Storm Ray. Then hopefully with that... Sales at the moment... There we go, Hearty Feasts. That's going to clear up my bags. Lots. There we go. Sales are okay. We've done 10,000 gold at the moment today, and we're looking to do at least a bit more when I check my other characters. So the main thing I'm looking at the moment, here we go, filling these up a little bit more. So now we're missing Lavish Feasts, which is mainly Barracuda and Labacue Ribs, which we're missing lay blood for. So what we need to do is actually buy some lay blood. That's going to be the last thing I make. Hold on, there we go, a bit closer. And then shopping for lay blood. There were a few stacks of 200 here. Just going to get a couple of these to keep me in stock. Collect those up, and then we should be able to make another 8 Labacue Ribs, 16 Barracuda Merglars, and that should get us into a better position for the Nightborn Delicacy Platters, and then the last of those Lavish Feasts. Good evening, Gumdrops, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Monday been? There we go. And then last of the lavishes. This will use up our stock, and the only thing we really had to buy in order to use up this stock was the lay blood. So we managed to make everything else with just the things we had. Excuse me one moment, I'm just going to get some water whilst that's going, and I'll be back. There we go. Hey Syntex, how are you? Doing well? Had to stay off as you work the weekend shifts. Excellent. So how's the shifts working out for you? Do you have to do... What kind of days do you have to do? Do you have to sort of do a certain number of days and then you have a number off? I was sitting on the ground the whole time. Yes, Butteroo. If you look at my picture down on the Twitch, I pretty much sit down on the floor for the entire time. Nope, didn't get it, Costa, so thankfully we avoided that one. Right, so now I've done all my food cooking that I wanted to do, we can post that lot on, and you never know, we might get some sales. So back to auctioning, turn cooking back on, and we'll run a post scan. And if any of that's profitable, we'll throw it on, and we'll see what kind of sales we manage to get, and take it from there. So we're going to do all the intermediate bits as well as the actual final meals, because sometimes people do buy the final meals. Hearty feast at 152. That's a profit of, well, the crafting cost is 108, so that's actually a profit of 50 nearly. And the lavishes are at 238, which is another 100 profit, so that's not bad. And then we'll leave the rest and we'll post it all on and see what we sell. There you go. You got today a cooking recipe from using prepared ingredients. Oh right, excellent. There's 4 different shifts you can be scheduled for, covering 7 till 10, which overlaps with the night team that do between 8:30 and 8:30. Ouch, that goes right through. Okay, do you think you'll be doing night shifts? That would really mess up my system if I was doing those. Yeah, I didn't think you could get them from prepared ingredients either. Interesting though. Those 7 to 10 is quite a long day. Do you do the whole 7 till 10? So that's a separate team. Ah, right, okay. Hey Carcosa, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Monday been? Right, okay, I'm done with my auctions, I believe. Everything's on. There's a few things that are going to expire in 12 hours, but the rest, sold a couple of Binding of Haste, so that's not too bad. So, things we can do with Samadan next. Oh right, if you start at 7 you finish at 3:30. If you start at 1:30 you finish at 10. Ah, okay, I see. That makes sense. Good, excellent. I'm doing well here, thank you. We've just gone through all Samadan's auctions and relisting at the moment, and we're going to move on to my other characters and check the sales on them. Sales were fairly low today, 10,000 in the mail, so not a massive amount.
See you later.
You used to make gold like me, but then you found a job at McDonald's and buy tokens. Yep, exactly. That's the easiest and best way to make gold, is to actually use it for real money. So the part of this is to do it with fun. That's the main thing of doing this. I mean, that's what I always say is, oh there we go, some Hungry Magister sold. Don't do it unless it's fun. So we're going to log out and swap over. So we're going to go down, Earthen, check the sales on Earthen. So for those who haven't seen, you haven't had fun in WoW since Mr. Pandaria. Really? Well, that's unfortunate. Do you still actually continue to play? Because I wouldn't recommend it if you do. Loads of expires, so let's take those. I missed Mr. Pandaria though when it first came out, so I do like the look of it. So I'm looking forward to going back, because my Death Knights El Morte has just hit level 80, so we're looking forward for that. Ah, you farm mounts. Okay. You used to do PvP. Ah, okay. I'm not. I used to do PvP in the big massive battles back in vanilla occasionally, but it was more of a casual thing for me. How are you supposed to douse Silver Moon City? Midsummer Bonfire? I don't know, actually. I've not got to that one. I haven't actually done any of the Midsummer Fire stuff other than the level thing. Right, I think a corpse run. I remember such things on EverQuest doing those. Right, everything's fine for Earthen, so we'll just leave you where you are for now, and we'll move on to the next character. We'll try and run through you fairly quickly, and then we'll move on to Awakening, who is my alchemist, my lovely druid. So the main thing we want to do here is see if we've sold any alchemy items and do a little bit of shopping if we can. See if there's anything we can do to contribute on that side of things to the gold pool of Samadan, because we're obviously 40,000 off target today. And yeah, we've got a couple of sales. 10 Wild Jade for 9,100 and 10 Sun's Radiance for 6,200, giving me 15,000, which is going to add me up to 25,000. There we go. So you need, meaning you can, let's say, read a book with no people to chat with, or you do something in between. Do you think it's worth doing Living Steel dailies? On your server it's a loss unless you proc 2. Now with Living Steel I would prefer I get more, if I can change, well, the short answer is no. If I'm just relying on the proc, I probably wouldn't. I would try and do what I can to minimise my material costs, which is what I'm doing with my Death Knight, trying to get the mining up so that I can go farm Ghost Iron. You levelled your monk, Mushy, her alchemy 1 to 700, and you made gold in the process. Very nice, Costa, very nice indeed. Right, I'm going to take these sales, because those are good. We could probably pass those on to Samadan. But first, let's have a look shopping-wise and see if there's anything of a decent price we can make use of for our alchemy transmutes. Yeah, it's pretty accommodating. Your early Sunday shift is quiet. Who are watching the World Cup? Oh, nice. Depends on what other responsibilities you have. You don't have many as a new starter. Excellent, no gumdrops. It's really good that they're sort of easing you in, certainly. You do the dailies and put them in the bank. For the Trillium bars, I mean, I've been doing the Pyrium bars daily because it shares the same cooldown, because it's a slightly better profit for me at the moment with my current costs. Because Trillium here is 518, but Living Steel, I mean, not Trillium. And Ghost Iron, we're currently looking at 48 gold, which I would like to be a little bit cheaper. So I'm going to move on to the spirits and have a look if there's anything of a good price here. Ghost Iron ore. Mote of Harmony is not bad at 32. That's getting close to my threshold of 300. I mean, I had purchased some with an average purchase price of 7 gold, which is quite a lot lower. 32 is actually okay for now. What I'm going to do is buy those 6 for now, and that's going to get me going for a moment. Oh, I missed the chat there. Let me just catch up on things. There's generally always a queue of some sort, though. I was doing dailies to complement your 10 engineers. Oh, Undead, thank you ever so much for the follow. But you might just get some Spirits of Harmony. Yeah, I mean, getting the Spirits is, for me, for the Riddle of Steel, seems better. Someone listed those Cataclysm things for well under 4 gold. Okay, what was that? Living Steel, yep, there we go. TSM interface looks a lot better than when I used to use it. Yes, I mean, this is TSM 4 beta. And I've got a thing where you can sign up for it. TSM4. There we go. You can sign up for the beta there. And Gumdrops assures me, he promises us all, that it's going to be released before BFA comes out. Is that right, Gumdrops? Put you on the spot. Hold on. Yeah, anything that's on a cooldown of some sort, you do and put it in the bank and wait for it to go up. Problem is, if it goes up and becomes good profit, you can't get them because you already made them. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's right. You make Philosopher's Stones. Okay. That you sell for 21 goldish. Right, okay, I hadn't looked at those. Those are the things I made earlier, the different types of them. I actually rushed through that. I didn't actually go back and look on them. So these are all too expensive, so we're going to ignore those. Let's go back and have a look at something else, like the Panther stuff. We had some good sales with those. It all depends on Golden Lotus price, which is currently pretty high. Everything else is pretty high at the moment. So we probably need to go to Halfhill Farm and try and up ourselves on that one. Volatiles, what kind of price are we looking at for most of these? Fire is looking at pretty pricey, but then my average is actually pretty low. But then the average there, min buyout of 91, is actually no good to me there. The Golden Lotuses I use for, let's have a look at my alchemy over here. For the Panther gems, Primordial Ruby, that uses 1, River's Heart, Sun's Radiance, and Wild Jade. Those ones all use 1 Golden Lotus each, which is what I've been saving mine for. Although I haven't got the Halfhill Farm fully set up yet, so that's going to be my next thing to do. I've got 227 volatile airs, so I'm okay on those for the moment. So let's collect up the things that I did collect. Don't think there's going to be a lot more we can do there. And they're expensive because Ghost Iron Ore is, yeah, basically everything has a knock-on effect. So what I'm trying to do is get to the root of the materials, which is the Ghost Iron Ore and the Motes of Harmony and the herbs, and try and find ways that I can gain on those. Because my tillers is actually quite close. I think I might pop over there and do that whilst we're here. Because I don't think I can make anything other than perhaps my daily cooldowns of the secrets I'll do. And instead of living steel, although that does say that's a profit because the min buyout has gone back up to 3,600. The living steel price really fluctuates on my server. Sometimes it goes to 2,500 and sometimes it goes to 4,000. I have a question for Gumdrops on the beta. I can't make any bids if you do a shopping list. You click on the bid and it sits forever on verify. Oh, interesting. I've not had that one. On yours it's 1,800. Yeah, living steel is pretty good on mine. Yeah, 3,600. It's expensive. I'm very lucky to get it at this. I don't sell it very frequently, but it's definitely good. Senbon Zakura, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you for stopping by. Our bidding isn't really fully working yet. Oh, I have a question, Gumdrops. Is in the shopping related to that, you used to be able to do a crafting search, and it's still in here in the shopping under crafting. And it used to be for something like Arcana, it would be all the equipment you could disenchant to get Arcana. Is that a thing that's coming back? Because it only shows me the alternate crafting methods for something like that. It doesn't show me what you could do through disenchanting. That's how it used to work in TSM3. Oh, it's still to be implemented. Okay, thank you. Right, so let's carry on to where we were at. So we're going to go... Your cerulean seed for 5,000 for less than 2 gold each. Excellent. Hey TJ Smithy, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How have you been? So looking at this living steel, I'm actually tempted, because I don't actually... Have I got any on at the moment? No. So whilst the price is good, I'm going to use my daily cooldown to make one and hope for a proc. So let's go for it. Nope, just got the one. That's fine. What we're going to do is we'll pop it on anyway. It's only a single one. I prefer to have more of them, but them's is the things I've got at the moment. So let's stick that living steel on for 3,600. Nothing else we can do at the moment. Have I actually got some... I've got one in the bag of the true gold. I might split that up actually. Let me just check that. Go to my group for true gold. Then I'll catch up on the chat in a minute. True gold, group operation, the selling threes. I'm going to allow partial stacks just to get rid of the end bits. Do that and run a post scan. Been good, thank you. Me and mine are doing very well, thank you, TJ. Hey, Melina, how are you? Not yet, but still on hiatus. Working on the two brand new sparkly 110s and their professions. Not bad idea, Scorshane. Get the professions up before BFA comes out. I assume you mean pesky holes as in Vial of the Sands. Would be my take on that. Okay. So... we're going to go and head off to Halfhill Farm, try and get the tiller's rep up beyond, very close at the moment, and then we can go over to El Morte and see what we can do with our fresh level 80. Yes, it is. Okay, thank you, TJ. We were selling Mage Tower carries for gold, wasn't it, against TOS. Isn't Mage Tower thing a solo thing? And I'm not sure why it would be against terms of service, unless there's something about it that I'm not familiar with. Because I thought people do... oh, I see. Because you have to play their account. Yes, that would make sense. Yeah. Yeah, that I would understand. So it's not so much a carry, as in you go in there and help them. You're actually taking hold of their account. Yeah, that would certainly be against terms of service. Okay, off. I just love Pandaria. I'm looking forward to coming back here with El Morte and exploring it again. A pilot carry. Ah, it's an interesting phrase. I hadn't heard that one before. Hey, Mama Kinder, how are you? How's your Monday been so far? Thanks for stopping by. See, I've got a load of order hall stuff I need to do here as well. That sounds even more complicated, truly insane. Yeah, definitely. I certainly something I wouldn't want to do, even if it was viable in the terms of service. Get that mining up. Exactly, Danny. That's the next thing to do. Good evening, Kalehole. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Okay, look at these fresh new things we can do. Now, which order should I do these in? Let's do these ones first. Because we can get some... oh, we don't need to do this first. We'll just harvest them first. There we are. Do that. Get the wild witch berries, whichever those are for. Oh, there's a stubborn weed. Oh, hold on. I wanted to do the other one. Where is it? There it goes. You got contact today for a sponsorship for your stream. Oh, excellent. some sketchy boosting service. Oh, right, okay. Not so good then. You told them to do something you won't repeat in this family-friendly stream. Okay, fair enough, Gumdrops. Yeah, it's not something I would certainly promote undead, simply because even though your perception of risk is fine, not everyone's the same, and just the fact that it's against terms of service would be something that I would, by its very nature, steer well clear of.
Welcome.
Right, so how are we doing? We need to do that, and we need to plant red blossom leeks. Okay, let's go get those. There is no hurry, he says. Well, actually, I would like to
Browse my wares.
browse my wares. Red blossom seeds. Where were those? There they are. Let's buy some of those.
Jade serpent.
And then we'll do
What do you
the
need?
other quests. Pick
Enough
up
of
that one. And
Slow
you're
down.
hiding behind here.
Tell me of your travels.
Tell me of your travels.
Travel safe.
And there's another one around here somewhere. There you are.
Where are you from? Where you
I'll
going?
do that one. I think that's all of them. There we go. So associate engineer of other cannons you may own. But can pay well in your bank. Exactly, TJ. Okay, Undead. I prefer you not to use that sort of terminology if that's alright. This is a family-friendly stream. Reason hacking is so valuable in a dark area of the internet is because of that exact reason. No worries, Undead. Right, let's carry on. And we're going to do our red blossom leeks first. We'll do those as we've got them, because that's going to get us some more reputation. And then we're going to move on for that one. And head on. Hey, good evening, Jack. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. How was archaeology in Legion? I never tried it personally. Oh, hold on. I want to hand that quest in first before I go heading off. Do I need to actually... Oh, there we go. There we go. And then we can hand that in. Complete that. Oh, it's close. It's very close. No worries, TJ. No worries at all. We're open to all discussions here, so long as it's family friendly. The time walking. How'd you get on with it, Jack? Has a cool spectral moose. Oh, does it? Oh, yes, I remember seeing a picture of that one. Yeah. How are you, Sam Ross? Doing very well, thank you, Jack. We are currently doing a few quests for Halfhill, and then we're going to move on and do some El Morte Pandaria stuff. What do I need to do here? The grill... Oh, this one. Right, we've got to do these. Okay. No, I didn't do very well on this one last time, so... Let's hope that we actually loot this quite quickly. Was that one? That was a bloody one. So I think we then have to go back and grill it, and then that will work. So we'll carry on back and do 4 and 5. So the weapons and the legend book. That's a new one. Where's the legend book? Here we go. Okay. You need to do one run on every character. Wow, that's a fair amount. Might as well do this whilst I'm here. And then we need to head on up here. Do I still use my garrison? I do for my tailor, definitely. Hold on, let's swap down. There we go. Do that, do that. Destroy everything. And where's this book? Bennett's. Is it in here? Let's have a look. No, can't see it in there. Curse and Legend book. Wonder if you're here. Okay, let's have a look. Unless it's somewhere else. Let's have a look. So you can buy Wrath of the Big Lady called Teresa something in Deep Home to get the tome. Aha, I see. I'm with you there. You ran that on 7 tunes this week. Best gear was 940 and not an upgrade. Literally 2 days a month gets a 960, replaces 780 piece gear. Nice, excellent. Hey Squid, how are you? It's one of the Hosen boss. Okay, thank you, Mama Kinder. So we literally need to one of these guys, the Ravagers. Perhaps? There we go. It can do. Yeah, it can give good loot, definitely. Sold a Pandaria wormhole generator for 9.9k. Well worth the craft. Nice. Okay. Oh, who's this one? Bimba. Oh, the one that's further up there. Maybe this is something else I need to do. Oh, there we go. There's the book. The other one is the stolen weapons exploded. Aha, here we go. We need to explode the weapons. Okay, I was looking at the wrong circles. So the weapons should be here somewhere, perhaps? There we go. Must place firework near a pile of stolen goods. I'm sure there would be some there. Where are the pile of stolen goods? That's the herbs. There we go. The weekly quest for 5 dungeons, that is. I like they're wearing these. I'm assuming that's what it is for. On a pile of stolen goods. Where's the pile of stolen goods? Here. This will be it. This must look like it. There we go. There we go. Now I know where what I'm looking for. The piles of things like this, and that works. There we go. Going to level my mining skill today? Yes, definitely, Jack. We're going to do a little bit of questing as well. Just going to visit Pandaria and get it started on that, certainly. Here it is. Fantastic. Got this sorted now. Thank you, Mama Kinder. Ilam, thank you ever so much for the follow. Very kind of you. You're a few seconds behind. No worries, Mama Kinder. I think that's the best we can do with stream lag, unfortunately. Stolen grain. Where's that? That's up that way. Okay, let's go there. WoWnet Live, thank you ever so much for the sub, using your Prime. Well, thank you very much indeed for your support. That's extremely kind of you. Throw in some Sama Chef's hat for that. Thank you indeed for your support. Good evening, Tony. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Ah, lovely to see all the chef's hats in there. Thank you all. That's not travel form. That's travel form. Okay, off we go. Off we go then. What do we need? Oh, we need to do dusty spots as well, so we need to go to the kite lady. Been watching my YouTube for a while and had the Prime there, so no worries. Oh, well, thank you very much. It's very kind of you to use your Prime. Then we'll go through all the Warcraft 3 ones. Off I go then. Is this my first farm? Yes, it is. Really enjoying doing it at the moment. It's a really nice, nice alternative to the other things I do. Okay, let's take a kite. And that's around small streams. No worries, Gumdrops. Thanks ever so much for stopping by. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a nice chill time. Okay, there's one. There's one. Now we need to look for some more spots. Oh, they're right over there. Let's zoom out a little bit so I can see some more. One down there, one there. Two over there. I can see the chat going off. I'll come and check on it in a bit after I've watched this. I do have to kind of focus a little bit to get these ones done. Where's the rest of them? No, can't see any more at the moment. Unless I'm missing some. There's one. And another one. One down there. One, two, three, four. Any more for any more. There's one right down there. I mean, the music is really nice in Pandaria. That's the main thing I really like. A couple more. Oh, there's three down here. Oh, nearly missed that one. And any more. There and there. Now it's being kind. It's giving me lots. Just so I can catch up. Because I'm taking too long probably. Spotting them. There's loads down here. There we go. Right. Okay. Let's just go ahead back and is the panda farm. Don't forget to buy the commendation at Revered since it doubles your reputation. Yes, definitely, Butteroo. That's what I want to make sure. I'm nearly there on that. I think I'm about to get Revered. It's profitable because it's going to help me with Motes of Harmony and Golden Lotus squid. That's kind of the main reason for that one. Best use of wall paints, Card of Omens. Oh, I don't know that one. Oh, is the best use of wall paints Card of Omens? I don't know. Nearly at Revered, yeah. Also at Honoured, Revered and Exalted, you can buy crates that will install machines, taking care of the farm faster, watering and ploughing. Aha, that's definitely going to be useful then. I was blind as a bat doing this quest. Yeah, you and me both, Momokinda, in that one. You use it to get the Golden Lotus, to craft the Panther Gems and get proc chances. Yeah, that's I think what I'm going to end up using mine for mainly. So let's go ahead back. We need to cook the leg from Chef Guy.
May the mists.
And then we can hand in that. And that. And that one. And hopefully this is going to be enough to get me the rep.
Farewell.
It's very close. And then this one. Am I missing a quest that I didn't pick up?
Greetings, wanderer. Jade serpent guide.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're just missing it. So, which one did we not get? Is this part of the dailies?
Welcome.
Oh, that's Midsummer Fire Festival. Okay. That's not going to be helpful. So we're going to have to do the next lot tomorrow, it seems, for some more So we're going to plant some seeds instead. So let's buy some seeds so that we can get some stuff for the reputation. Not you. I mean, we could go and kill some hosen. I'm trying to get my tillers here. I'm at 11,849. So I need another 150. And I believe that will get me to revered. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those.
Next one is on
Of
me.
planting some things for now. And then I'll have to wait till next time to do the rest of the things. Items in mud piles. Is that separate to this one, the tilled soil? I wondered whether killing the hosen would help. Did that help earlier? That was 50. No, it doesn't look like it did. That's okay. We can wait till tomorrow. We're going to move over to El Morte after this anyway. So we're going to plant all of these. Lovely, peaceful farm. And then what are the seeds? Autumn Blossom Sapling. That's the one I wanted. So I'm just going to go through and plant them first. I'm missing one. And then I can do the parched ones first. What have we got here? Life-giving seed. Disguise yourself as a herb. Interesting. There we go. Each plant harvested gives 55 rep. Yeah, I got 50 at the moment from these ones, but maybe it goes up more once I get some more commendation things. Well, what are we missing here? We can do a green cabbage. Oh no, we picked those up. We need the seeds. Have we got any spare seeds? Striped melon seed, that'll do. Let's just type that in and then do that. There we go. Right, so that one needs pulling out. Is everything else fine? Looks to be growing. Okay. Do I have a character with high tillers rep? No, I don't. This is my first one. I didn't do it before. So we're getting there. I see. 55 for humans, that makes sense. So, we're done here. That was easy enough. We're going to head back to the Dwarven District. I'll leave the rest of that for now. Because we're going to use the rest of my time to go back to Pandaria, but this time is going to be as El Morte. Yes, that's right. There's something called a commendation, I believe we can get the stash here, and then we can do exactly as you're saying. You just got to exalt it on your 10 alts, so you could get Ghost Iron and Harmony. Excellent, Brent Hayden. That's exactly what I'd like to do with mine. So I'm going to get Awakening up first, and then I'm going to go to my other characters and get them going. With 3 characters with Snake Root, you got 44 GIO. What would be that? And 21 White Trillium and 23 Ghost Iron Ore. I see there. Yep. And 23 Black Trillium. That's pretty good, Wave. That's what I'm looking for. Excellent. Yeah. So that to me seems like a really worthwhile investment of building up the farm. So that's good to know. So what we'll do is we'll leave Awakening. Oh, the last thing I want to do is send some money to Samadan. How much money have we got? So we could probably afford to give... Oh, we've got 46,000 actually. So Samadan had 10,000 in sales at the moment. Ideally, we'd like to be at 50,000. So I can afford to send over 40,000 for now. from Watch Awakening's got, and we're going to pool that money together to Samadan. And then that leaves me with 6,000, and hopefully I'll sell some of these and see how we get on. So, moving on to my final character for the evening, is we're going to go over to El Morte, my fresh level 80 Death Knight. So the thing we've got here is we haven't been to Pandaria yet. So I'm wondering, hey silly girls, how are you? And, oh Greedy Golds, thank you ever so much for the host with 10 viewers. Very kind of you. It's a good point to come in and welcome everyone from Greedy Gold's stream. We're just about to look at my Road to 5 Million challenge. So this is my chart where we are going to get 5 million gold, hopefully before Battle for Azeroth comes out, so we can buy the mount. If anyone would like a copy of this chart, they are more than welcome to take a copy. There's a link here in the text. So, this is the 16th of May when I first found out about it, and I already had 1 million gold. And this is the gold I've earned between then and now. Now, obviously, I'm below the red line, which is less than ideal. But I'm hoping that with expanding more professions, leveling more characters and doing more things in different markets, and with returning players coming back before Battle for Azeroth, I'm going to gain more gold in the second half of this challenge. So I've been using this chart, and I've been going through and inputting all my gold each day that I earn it. So at the moment I should really be on 2,777,000, and I'm at 2,239,000, so I'm not too bad. The distance isn't massive, and you can see here the angle is quite healthy in some places. It's at least as steep as the angle here. My daily target, based on where the gold I'm at now to here, would be 55,000 gold to be able to catch up and get to there in time. So that's my target. That's what we're up to. We've gone through all of my other characters, and the last one we're left with here is El Morte, who is my Death Knight, who we've freshly just leveled up to 80. So he's going to go over. We're going to probably go and do this. We'll do Florence being called upon to assist the Alliance in matters of great import against Deathwing and Twilight Hammer. So that's Cataclysm. Or will you fly south to Pandaria, claiming its resources before the Horde does first? Make your choice and head into battle. Use the special duty assignments to select your next destination. There we go. You've nearly caught up with me. Excellent. Excellent, Costa. What is his skill? At mining, let's have a look. No, I guess it is that one. Professions. Mining is currently at 225. Pandaria is definitely for the win. This is where we're going to go. So we're going to head on here. And I'm guessing the mission board. Tony Pino, thank you ever so much for the follow. K is a shortcut to professions. Okay, thank you, Thessassia. That's good to know. Naval battle between Alliance and Horde have stranded some of our people on unknown landmass. Bring them back home. This is the one we want. Here is called Jade Forest. All able-bodied citizens of the Alliance are to report to Stormwind Keep in Stormwind. Grand Admiral Jess Tereth is assembling a team for a high priority mission. Head to Stormwind Keep immediately to be briefed. Glory to the Alliance. Report to Grand Admiral Jess Tereth in Stormwind Keep. Okay. Off I go then. Wouldn't go to Pandaria now. Your mind's going to take a long. It's going to take long. Buy the ore now and skill up to a decent level, and the last 100 you can go farm them. Okay, Jack, that's interesting. I was hoping that I could actually skill up as I went through Pandaria. Okay, Kaifin, thanks ever so much for stopping by. Mist-piercing goggles. Pick these up, allow you to be able to see hidden veins in Pandaria. There's hidden veins? I did not understand those. Okay. Otherwise you're going to be farming for hours. Completely agree with Jack on this one. You're going to mine nuggets. I thought they changed that with mining, that it wasn't nuggets anymore. Or is that the is that something that I misunderstood? Okay, so nuggets aren't good because basically that's the same as with the herbalism when we tried doing to that because I'm too low. Okay. Ah, that's only Ward and Legion. Okay, now I see. Okay, right, I'm with you, I understand. Okay. So yes, that makes perfect sense then. I was under the assumption that I could just carry on mining. So back to the ore then, as you suggested. Let's do that instead. Unless I'd have to level all the way through Pandaria, rush through that, and then go on towards the Draenor. But then I'll miss out on all of Pandaria, which I really don't want to do. So, okay. Press K. There we go. Mining. So we're currently at Expert, 191. So we need to buy... What are we on at the moment? Smelt Mithril. And where are we at with learning the things that we need? Okay, mining trainer. The next is True Silver at 165. So we're going to need to get ourselves some mithril ore. You only need to have them in the bags. Okay, Wave, that's really good to know. Thank you. Okay, here we go. I can get the True Silver now. Can I? Oh yes, I'm 191. Yes, of course you can. Thank you, Jack. Right, let's go around and get this. Collect it up first. There we go. Ah, yes. My mistake. There we go. Thank you very much. So, True Silver. So, looking at True Silver, we need to buy... Ooh, it's expensive. Let's see what we've got in the auction house. So I only need to get up to 500. Okay, well let's see. We've got 6,000 gold on us. That's probably not going to last us. So you make level the skill to make the bars and sell double win. Yes, that sounds good. So we were looking for True Silver ore. True Silver ore. Some nuggets, and that's it. Okay. Okay. Slight complication. We're going to have to go and get some True Silver. We'll get pricey once I hit Outland ore. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, it's going to have to go the old-fashioned way, I think, as in going for some True Silver. So now where would I find some True Silver? Searing Gorge, Burning Steps, Winter Spring. Lovely, thank you very much. So having a look here, Burning Steps, we've got a load of Mithril and a little bit of True Silver. We could do the circuit round here. That's very kind of you, Jack. You do have faster flying than me, so that would be handy if you're up for it. If not, I'm quite happy to go and just fly at slightly slower speed. Okay, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Mine Thorium for arcane crystals and pick up True Silver on the way. That's a good idea, Lendorfin. Thank you for that one. Tanaris and Angora Crater. Okay. Why not spend 5k? Because there wasn't any True Silver on the auction house, Costa. Oh, can I buy that now, Wave? Ah, is that what you were meaning, Costa? Oh, okay. Well, let's do that then. Hold on. Okay, hold on one moment for faster flying. I didn't realise it was at 80. Fantastic, thank you for the reminder. Let's go get that. Hey, Matty Matt Black, how are you? There's the face of the man who made your night. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you enjoyed the host. How was your stream? But what can I mine smelt after True Silver? Aha, that I don't know. Looks slightly different than the profile pic. Yes, it is. I try to remain true to my appearance. There we go. Thorium. Okay. There we go. Flying trainer. Aha! Artisan riding. We can do it. There we go. And then master riding is 4,500, which I don't have. Okay, we need some more gold for that one. Okay. So your hey, Commander Bond, how are you? Your head tells you thorium. Yes, I think so. And then fell iron. Okay, you're going to disagree with everyone to a point. Getting some ghost iron whilst leveling up is better than flying around in circles looking for ore you don't really care about. This is an interesting point, Commander Bond. Ah, excellent, Matthew McRack. I'm glad it was. Yeah. So skilling up, yeah. I get your point on that one, definitely.
Keep your feet on the ground.
There we are. Here's Jack. He's going to give me a lift. Well, what we'll do is we'll do it in part. I can see your point. Because if it's not enjoyable, don't do it, would be the thing I would suggest. This one at least is maximising time to learn how to play a bit of WoW. Well, at the moment, what we're doing is Jack is very kindly flying me because I haven't quite got my flying speed up to the highest level here. We have my character El Morte here that is level 80 and wants to do Pandaria now. But we also need to get my... Geez, you're heavy. Sorry, I ate all the pies. It's the undead in me. Oh, Lilera, thank you ever so much for the follow. Except leveling. Does anyone enjoy leveling? Well, I would enjoy going through Pandaria again, definitely. WoW is easy if you're only making gold. If you're raiding, it's a hard game. And I found Mythics to be particularly challenging, which is great. There's something for everyone. Right, I'm going to hop off and mine. Didn't get any skill for that one. You love the stories. Yeah, me too. I do enjoy them as they unfold. Greetings, Ignis. How are you? Okay, so no luck with those giving skill. Okay. So maybe Thorium is the next suggestion. You just buy Mythic Plus runs for gold to get geared. Okay, interesting, Ben. It's not something I would personally choose, but obviously everyone has their own ways of enjoying the game. You started Diablo 3 hardcore season a few minutes ago. Ah, how did you get on with that? What have we got? Mithril is green here for me. So it's going to be occasional. The other place would be what's in Badlands. It's the same mithril with a bit of true silver thrown in. I'm just missing out on chat for a moment. Hold on, let me just go through. What's that? Anyone done that? Hillsbrad Foothills was fun. Where you're handing out quests instead of taking quests. Ah, don't think I've tried that one. You can now run level 10 mythics. Wow. Okay, I did a +6 once, and by fluke actually survived it to the end. 11 or 12 is possible. Okay. Greed is good. I do like the guild name, Jack. Very nice. Never ripped a character so far since Diablo 3 release. Ah, okay. Pretty nice, Ignis. I've not really played it myself. Winter Spring, Costa saying, or Ungoro. Or Winter Spring, yeah. Lendorfin's saying. And Breg is so good at gold making. Don't know how he does it. Have I heard of him? Yes, Ben, I have. Greed is good. No, I don't know that one actually. Yes, Breg, it was in fact the one that got me into gold making. When I first started looking into gold making, it was Breg's videos on YouTube, his initial gold making channel challenge that he did, that I watched and got my first ideas about gold making, and then went on from then and learnt. So it's all Breg's fault basically that I'm here. Ah, Wolf of Wall Street, is it? Oh, okay. No, not that one. Breg is a pure buyer, craft and flipper. Yeah, he does understand a lot of markets. Okay. Hey Gwendolyn, how are you? Still levelling mining? We are at the moment. I was going to go off to Pandaria, but under the advice of Jack and Costa, we're going to up my mining a little bit. Now, it was going to be easy, and we were going to buy the things we needed off the auction house. But then when we went to buy some true silver, there wasn't any. So we're having to change tack slightly, and we're going to mine stuff instead. So thorium veins we're doing now, which has got me a skill up. They're going to run through a bit of this. Where are we? Swamp of Sorrows. Interesting. Wouldn't be surprised if he was a real investor. I wouldn't either, actually. Ooh, to hop off. There we go. A better shoot. Taking up cycling recently is draining you. Ah, excellent, TJ. Well, good luck with the cycling. And thanks ever so much for stopping by the stream. 192, 193 now, in fact. So it's going up, and we're actually getting quite a nice amount of thorium here. We're getting multiples of it, which is really nice. Keep going to 230. Or we'll go for another sort of 10-20 minutes, whichever happens sooner. Oh, there it is. Oh, can't see. Foliage in the way. As soon as you're at mithril level, it becomes easier and faster. Aha, is that right? I mean, there's a nice little run along here, which is definitely good. And then I can smelt it. Ah, yes, and then I get the double skill up, really. Oh, that's a big one. There we go. Lots of thorium ore. That was 12 thorium ore. Arcane crystal for arcanite bars with alchemy. Ooh, okay. And you get XP from mining. So there is some benefits here. I can see how we'll get some gems as well. Huge emerald. I think I'm currently just going to be selling it on to make my gold. Aha, well that's a big one. So let's have a look. A rich thorium vein. There we are. Looks like there might be some inside that cave perhaps. Or, oh no, it's up here as well. We're up to 200 already. That didn't take long at all. Yeah, I don't know what else to do with that. Arcane crystals, 800 gold on your realm. Ooh, very nice. What is it here? Arcane crystal, 500 on here. Can I still skill up with smelting? Let's have a look. I can only do true silver at the moment. I'd have to go and buy the next thing on that one. Alright, looks like we need to go inside. There's one. Okay. Alchemists can transmute arcane crystals and thorium to make arcanite bars. Nice. I think that's what Jack said in the chat. There's another one over there. Here we go. Perhaps try to make enchanted thorium. That's an idea. Lots of good suggestions coming up. Thank you all. Lots of creatures falling over, which is also useful. Ooh, what's that over there? A true silver deposit. How do I get to that one? Enchanted elementium bar. Looks like it's go round. Okay. Let's have a look. Should farm thorium ores in Silithus. So many and very good chances to get the arcane crystals. Okay, Perkin, thank you for the suggestion. Whoa, there's a big one here. That one, that one. And this one. Is that everything? Or was it up here that ramp had some? I think. There it goes. Sad tacos. Thank you ever so much for the follow. There it is. There's the true silver. Marvellous. We've got some skill there. 205. Do I plan on leveling this character to 110? So can I learn a new one? I probably can by now. I think we go up to as far as 225 before I need to actually learn something else. Let's have a look. So Smelt Trillium we'll need. Oh no, wrong end. Smelt Thorium, this end. Requires mining 200, yeah. So we can smelt Thorium here. And then enchanted Thorium bar. And then dark iron starts... No, smelt fell iron is 275. Okay. So Hearthstone back. Okay, thank you, Jack. Okay, farming old raw materials imagine would be good for gold due to little competition. Yes, that's usually a good idea. Anywhere where there's still a demand for something, but there's a limited supply, is definitely worth it. How many max characters do I have? I've got 3 at the moment. A druid, a demon hunter, and my main, the priest. Your preference is on Goro, less to deal with. Loads of caves in Silithus. Okay. And most of the nodes are outside the edges. You can ignore the caves. I mean, this is true. But the good veins are in the caves. Yeah, that makes sense. If they were going to do it, that was how I'd expect them to do it.
Here there.
Okay, so smelt thorium. Train that one up. And we can't quite do enchanted thorium bar. So let's head on round. Oh, smelt here. Oh really, can I just smelt here? Well, that's a lot of hand. Oh, you got a thermal anvil. Saves me running. Thank you very much, Jack. Okay, here we go. And so we might as well do the true silver first. And I might as well do the mithril whilst I've got it and turn it into something more. There we go. Do I think it's worthwhile to make more max level characters before BFA? You have 11. Well, 11's loads. If you like the idea of making more, then I'd say go for it. Let's just watch my skill ups as we go here. 209, 210, 211, 212. Couldn't I learn the higher mining as well? Oh, I might be able to actually. I need to go to 225, which is the maximum, and then yes, that's a good point. I need to make sure I do that before I go to 225. Let's get, we're at 220, 221, 222. Okay, let's just pop inside. There we go. So, artisan miner. There we go. And then master miner requires level 40 and 275. Okay, so let's carry on with the smelting. Smelt thorium, craft all. There we go. I could learn it at 200. Okay, thank you for Sasha. There we go. 225 for more thorium. Honestly, you can't be bothered with the tiller's arm. No, I quite... Yeah, each to their own, really. For me, it's new, so I quite enjoy it for that reason. All right, thorium still going well. 236. $240. Another 8 to go. This is doing all right so far. I'm imagining 250 we might be able to do something new. If we can get there. No, not quite. Okay, where are we at? 249. What could we learn? Yeah, enchanted thorium bar was at 250, and then cobalt is at 275. Okay. Send the thorium bar and arcane crystal to awakening if I'm done. Yep, I'm done here with this one. And then I'm going to probably get some more money off of Samadan to buy some more flying later. Do I have any advice for selling rare unobtainable items like the Haunted Memento and old pre-staff quest epics? I believe there's a Discord for rare items. I don't know what it's called though. Try on the WoW Economy Reddit. I'm one off it, Jack. I can't quite do it yet. I need rich illusion dust for that one. Okay, so let's just go send that stuff to Awakening. Oh, we've got some sales. Bronze bar and steel bar. Extra 540 gold. Going to be useful. And then we can, not quick send, use the regular send to Awakening. What was it going to be? What have we got? Engineering, alchemy. I'll send you that whilst I've got it. And arcane crystal. And the other thing was, what was it you said? If you're done, where was it? Send thorium bar. Okay, send the thorium bar as well. Okay, send mail to Awakening. Look in my bags. Search for thorium. True silver bar. Thorium bar to Awakening. There we go. Oh, don't send all the thorium bar. Whoops, I've just sent it all. Okay. Never mind. Because I need to do the enchanted thorium bar. So let's have a look if there is any thorium ore. Should be cheap. Let's have a look. Thorium ore. Thorium ore, yes. 2 gold 51. Yes, there's a lot of it actually. How much should we take? Let's try with 20 to start with. Won't need too many, although... and some rich dust. So this is for the enchanted, isn't it? So let's just have a look at this. Oh, hold on. Wrong one. Swoby, thanks ever so much for the follow. Let me just check my unlearned. So we're going to be doing enchanted thorium bar next, which is a decent amount actually. So rich illusion dust, as you were saying. We got 34 in the guild vault. Let's go for that. How much do we need thorium bars for? Let's just do a guesstimate of what we're going to need for this. So we've got the thorium. That's going to take us a little bit further, and then we're going to do enchanted thorium bar. So that needs 1 bar and 3 dust. So I need 3 times as much dust and quite a few bars. I'm probably going to need more than the 20. So let's take a few more. Let's have a look. Am I live? Yes, I am, Sean. Drunkenstein, thank you ever so much for the follow. So I think I'm going to buy another 14. It's tempting to buy a stack of 200 if someone's gone to the trouble of making a neat stack. But I'm just going to buy the small ones for the moment. Ah, Beware, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. We're just doing some mining leveling at the moment. Rich illusion dust. Okay, there's only 1 stack of 20 on. Can I turn light dust into rich dust? Light dust, turn 3 light into 1 rich. Okay. New to the channel, love it by the way. Well, thank you very much. So, looking at this, There's not a lot of it on, so we can get the light for more expensive than the rich. The rich is coming in at 5 gold 62. So the rich is still cheaper, yeah, as you said, Costa. So I'm going to go for that for 20. So that allows me to make just about 7. So I'm still going to need some more. And Samadan can send some over. So what we're going to do is get the ones from Samadan. So I'm going to wait by the mailbox and just swap on over. Nice check. Okay, so those are the things we bought. Let's pick those up. Right, we'll be back in a minute. We're going to swap out to Samadan. Goblin glider kits are selling like crazy now. Making some good gold on that market. Excellent, Beware. Yes, because of the people thinking, okay, well, BFA's coming out and I'm not going to be able to fly. So what can I use to move around? That makes sense. It's not a market I've been in myself, other than selling the odd ones I pick up from Blingtron. So onwards to Samadan. We're just going to visit the guild vault and pick up some mass. You're having engineering on your main. Yes, I hear engineering's going to be good for that. Okay, so rich illusion. We've got some there. I don't think I'm using this for anything else, so let's also look for the other illusion. There we go, so some light illusion dust as well. And so looking at this, where has it gone? 26 in bags, 14 is in the bank. Okay, let's go to the bank. And rich, it's going to be in the reagent bank, isn't it? There it is. Okay, so taking the light, let's make those into rich. Spirit dust, no, there we go. Take all of these. 5, 2, that's enough. And then we'll send those. Oh, we've got some more sales in. That's good. To El Morte. Would you please send your dust, your rich illusion dust, and your light illusion dust? Send that. Okay. And then we can log out. We're going to come back to Samadan at the end. I'm just going to, whoops, crash into the wall. Log out and switch over to El Morte. Right, you heard there's a macro you can spam. You have a slow fall ability. Those banks, I do apologise. That lets you glide down near glider speeds. Ah, okay, that could be easy. Nice tidy bank still, absolutely, Mama Kinder. It's a complete mess. OCD triggered. Sorry everyone. Yes, it is a mess. Unfortunately, Jack's fallen asleep on the job. I wouldn't blame you. Right, okay, so we've got a load of rich illusion dust, which we can make use of. And we've got thorium. How have we got? Thorium, or we've got 43. So let's see what we can do with those for the moment. We need to make some thorium bars. Let's just head on over. Oh, thank you for the thermal anvil. There we go, that makes it easier. Okay, so let's go to crafts again. Smelt thorium, so we need to skill up one more skill point. There we go. Well, we'll need to make this all into thorium bars anyway. So let's do all of this, and then we can go on to the enchanted thorium afterwards. You would buy a thermal anvil. I have got some. Once you've got a thermal anvil, does it expire? Does it get used up when you have it? Stream went completely fussy. Oh, okay. Don't think I had. It's got 20 charges. Aha, okay. Because I've got a few left over in Gumdrops's bank. Hey, PP. We are currently just finishing up this. I know it's not necessarily the most interesting of things, but we are developing our characters for the gold making. So this all has a purpose, really. Basically, what we're doing here is... I'm going up to the miner now. We're doing things to help with our gold making. Now, the thing I do with my stream is... So it's not like a Pierre. That's a shame, really. Could do with having something like that. So here we go. Enchanted Thorium bar. That's the next thing. Let's go back to the anvil. If you make a Lightforged Draenei, you get anvil and blacksmith increase as racials. Oh, right. So like a permanent anvil. That would be useful. That can wait. Let's go PvP. If you've been to my stream before, you certainly find that I'm not a PvP person. There are plenty of people out there that PvP way, way better than I do. Hey Masber, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. So let's switch to the regular. So we can make 25 at the moment. And we need to get to... What's the next one? Fell iron at 275. Okay. So that's doable. We can do that. So enchanted thorium bars, looking at this as we do them. Still doing a profession loading. That sometimes happens. I'll have to wait until we close it down and reopen it. So 273, 274, 275. Excellent. And we're done with that. We've still got a bit more we could possibly do, but we're out of rich illusion dust. Fixes for me if you go to groups and back to professions. Yes, that normally works for me as well, Frodo, but for some reason it didn't seem to want to work whilst I had the profession on, and it doesn't seem to be working now. Easily fixed. Okay. Yeah, let's go have a look at what's next. I think it's fell iron ore. I need to do a reload perhaps and get the user interface fixed. Yeah, it does bug out sometimes. Okay, what have we got here? We have two things. Cobalt and fell iron. So I'll train in that. And in the fell iron. Okay, and then we've got Grandmaster Miner at 275. We can take that. And then we need to get up to 350 for the next one. But it's beta, we have to expect stuff like that. Exactly, Frodo, exactly. You always find yourself trying to hover over the items on my stream, expecting the tooltip to show up. Yeah, it's a bit tricky like that, isn't it? When you're watching something. I always forget that myself. Right. So I could carry on with this, Jack, but I think what I'm going to do... so cobalt ore and fell iron. We could try and buy, like you said. I'm probably going to finish up fairly soon, though. So what I think I'll do is see what I can do for cobalt ore and fel iron now. Let's have a look. Cobalt ore. All the nuggets are cheap. We need 10 nuggets, which would make that 5 gold for cobalt ore, which is definitely cheap. So that seems to be a bargain for 47 of those and another 48. So I'll take the nuggets for now. And then I'm not sure about getting the actual cobalt ore itself, because it seems to be above market price at 56. And let's just have a look at the tooltip for it. Smelt cobalt needs, the crafting cost is saying 46 gold and the cobalt bar is less, so that may not be so useful, but I did get the cobalt for cheaper. So let's have a look at the fel iron. Fel iron. Oh, there's more stuff, isn't there? Fel iron ore exact. There we go. So fel iron ore is currently cheaper at 9 gold. Region market value is 23, and there's a 100 there at 11 gold. And the smelt fel iron crafting cost is 39 gold, gives me a 1 gold profit. If the ore was, what's the crafting cost? The crafting cost would actually be, looking at that, 22. So my profit would be higher. And the nuggets as well. Yes, that's a good point. Let's take these ones. What was the fel iron ore? Yeah, let's have a look. Fel iron ore nugget. There's some cheap ones there at 75, which would be 5 gold. So we'll take those, and then we'll go back to that and do that one. Buy it all until 11. So there's a stack of 100, because then that would be a crafting cost of 22, which means I can sell these for more. Can I afford this one? Yes, I can. Okay, so we need to sell some stuff to make some more gold to be able to carry on this leveling. And we're kind of reaching the end here anyway. Going to need a few for fel steel bars as well. Aha. Okay. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably leave it there and then pick this up later. What have we got from the mail? There's all the purchases. So let's pick those up. And then we'll pick those up and we'll carry on the mining leveling. So thank you, Jack and Costa, for suggesting that. Thank you, Jack, for the help on that one. That's definitely useful. And then we'll do mining a bit more next time I'm on, which is going to be on Wednesday.
Excellent.
Okay, so let's jump back to Samadan and check the gold levels. Okay, so log out. Poor Jack's fallen asleep. So back to Samadan. Sean Silver, what brand of mic am I using? I am using a Rode Podcaster. You can see a link to Rode at the bottom of my Twitch stream. Oh, thank you, Adonria, for the cheer. Very kind of you. Rose was very kind to actually donate the microphone to me for the stream, and then I purchased the boom arm and the shock mount myself, thanks to kind donations from everyone on the stream. So thank you all for making it possible. Right, okay, loads of gold here, mainly from Awakening, the 40,000 boost from before. Next time I want to transmute the arcane crystal, maybe do some stuff in that, and we'll get a recipe for enchanted elementium bars. Okay. Yeah, I do like this one. There is another version, which isn't the USB version, it's an XLR version, which is a dark grey in colour. It's exactly the same shape as this microphone, but it's a dark grey. But it's a really nice microphone, I really enjoy using it. So I'm going to pick up my sails. There we go. And I've actually got some prepared ingredients there. There we go. Nightborn Delicacy Platter times 10. I'm not going to do any other bits and pieces on these just yet. I'm going to keep hold of that. No static or echo. No, it's really nice. Considering my room, my living room, isn't particularly well audio treated, I could do with upping that a little bit. It does pick up. It's very sensitive. It does pick up a lot of background noise from people talking around me, even though it's a dynamic mic. But yeah, it's definitely one I'd recommend to anyone if they're looking for a good quality mic. Hey Adonria, how's my day going? Going very well, thank you very much. We are actually just finishing up the stream, so you just caught the end of it, unfortunately. We're going to check my gold levels at the moment. Also use it as salt and pepper shaker. Yes, and it picks up chicken, definitely. So what's the next ores I need? I'd need to go back over. So I'm working on fell iron and cobalt at the moment. Oh yes, washing machines, it definitely picks them up. It's mainly because I've kind of set my EQ and my compression. If I wasn't in the middle of a room, then maybe I could set up the microphone slightly differently. But for me at the moment, this is kind of the environment I'm in, so it does tend to pick up everything. Alright, so looking at... Oh, we need our bags up. Hold on. There we go. And back to this. Oops, didn't mean to press that. Control Z on that one. We go back to the date. Right, so... Okay, good night, Mama Kinder. Thanks ever so much for stopping by. We'll see you Wednesday, hopefully. So gold for today is 2,294,150. So a lot of that gold came from Awakening, who had it spare as a float. So we've used that gold to help Samadan keep on track. So looking at the graph, these last few days have been particularly healthy. So I'm really happy with how those have gone so far. We're kind of chasing the red line at the moment. Now obviously Awakening will have to make some good sales to be able to help contribute towards Samadan, which may or may not happen, depending on what we do between now and then. My main source of gaining gold, Squid, is basically on professions. Samadan has a good mix of enchanting, cooking and tailoring, and they net an average of about 20 to 30,000 a day on those alone. And then Awakening, my alchemist, is concentrating mainly on the transmutes when I can, and that is netting me a decent amount of gold in irregular chunks at the moment, until I can get to the point where I can get a regular supply of Spirit of Harmony and Trillium and Ghost Iron and all the things that add into the transmutes, which is why we were looking at levelling up the mining on El Morte. Once El Morte is up to that level, then we're going to be at a decent level. I did check Earthen. We just had a couple of small sales, nothing massive, just a few hundred. So Earthen, the leatherworker, does tend to get neglected these days. I haven't found a good niche for my server on leatherworking, and so Earthen basically makes Drums of Fury mainly and sells all the Bear Tartar and the occasional transmog bits and pieces. I'm still selling the cured hides. No, I'm not at the moment. Those ones we farmed are the ones you're thinking of. I sold the ones I farmed, but I haven't gone back to farm them again. I need the old recipes for leatherworking, is that right? Yeah, I think Earthen definitely needs going back and having a look at, because we've only really done a few small bits and pieces. We could do with fleshing out leatherworking and seeing what's going to be useful for my server. But at the moment we're doing okay, so I'm happy with that. So let's move that over. Oh, cured hides are the ones you do with the salt. Aha, yes, I had spotted those. I need to go and have a look at those in more detail another time. So let's pop Samadan back on the balcony. Let's go sit down whilst we say goodbye. There we go. Oh, we haven't got Pierre. Need to be standing to do Pierre. Hold on. There we go. Right, let's see if we can find someone to host, whilst I say a big thank you to everyone who's hung out in the stream tonight. Thank you all for your company and your help. It's been absolutely amazing. We've got some good stuff done. A little bit of gold made. We went through and did all that food. Hopefully that food will sell. That would be nice over the next couple of days. Then Samadan can get some more gold. Other things we could do is, well, the Tiller's farm is getting very close to being done there, so with the reputation boost for the next lot. So I'm looking forward to that. So all in all, a pretty good evening. Thank you all. Oh, sorry forever. Yes, I'm literally just finishing up. Have to catch the VOD on this one, unfortunately. Spiked, thank you ever so much for the follow. Very kind of you. Right, who shall we find to host tonight? Now, it looks like people are doing various things. It looks like, now, last time you suggested want to buy gold. Sharkan's doing Warcraft 3 by the looks of things. No, yes, Warcraft 3 The Frozen Throne. So I was going to stick with gold making. I haven't thrown Want to Buy Gold a host before, so I'm going to send one over to him. Eclipso's a new one. I'll have to check them out another time, Frodo. We'll do Want to Buy Gold tonight, say hello to him, and then I'll have a look at Eclipso or Eclipsu for another time. Oh, okay. I may change actually. We've got 3 votes for Eclipsu, in which case I'm happy to change at your suggestions. Let me just find them. Is it with 2 O's? Yes, looks like 2 O's. Okay. Let's just pop onto the stream so I can see it. I'm more than happy to take your suggestions on this one. Preparation and gold farms for BFA. Okie dokie. It's very helpful. Okay. Fantastic then. Thank you for the suggestion. I shall go and throw a host over. Where's the... There it is. Right. There we go. Right. There we go. Swears a lot, but has a heart of gold. Very helpful. Well, there we go. Heart of gold is the main emphasis there. Doesn't really matter anything else. So thank you all. Have a lovely rest of your evening, and I shall see you all Wednesday, hopefully. And let's throw a host over to Eclipse. So thank you all. Good night and farewell.